Hey Noblesville, it's Mayor Chris Jensen coming to you live from our Noblesville Street Department today as we get ready for a major snow and winter event here in the city of Noblesville. I am joined this morning by two great public servants, Public Safety Director Chad Knecht, as well as Street Commissioner Patty Johnson, who want to share some key tips for you as you guys get ready to brave the winter storm alongside your residents here in Noblesville. So, Chad, let's start with you a little bit. From a public safety standpoint, what can residents be doing right now to keep themselves safe?
Yes, sir. The main thing is to pre-plan. We know now that the storm is coming. This is going to be a transition storm where it transitions from rain to freezing rain and then snow. So with that, we know there could be power interruptions and there could be interruptions to your heat. Make sure that you pre-plan, have your phone and your electronic devices charged before you ever start getting into the heat of the storm, so that if you need to communicate, it's charged and ready to go. Have planned for how you would keep warm and how you would keep things lit in your home if you should have a power interruption. Don't use your oven as a heat source. Don't use a gas generator in your home. Just simple things like that to have an idea of how you would get by for a few hours if the power would go out and you'd have those interruptions beforehand.
Awesome. Now, we are here in the epicenter, which is the street department, but our first responders are 24/7 on the roads, making sure that we stay safe. That's your job number one. It's my job number one. How does the street department and public safety coordinate through this?
Yes, sir. And you're hitting on the key. It's that coordination, communication and coordination. And we've spun up an EOC to manage this as an incident where our police, fire, EMS, and street department are in constant communication. We're listening to each other's radios. We're sharing computer dispatch information. We're communicating about the status and conditions of the road, what the weather may be coming forward, and then we're dealing with what are our response routes, so that we have that shared consciousness of any issues or concerns, and we can keep the roads safe and get them clear as possible so that we can get back to our normal life.
That's awesome. Well, let's turn our attention real quick to Patty and our street department. You guys are on the front line of this. The guys and gals here are first class. Tell me a little bit about the makeup of your crew. How many trucks we'll have on the road the next couple days?
We have 35 trucks on the road. Those are split. We have two crews, 12-hour shifts, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. And we have approximately 40 employees out on the street during those two shifts, so about 20 each shift.
That's awesome. And we have a lot of distance to cover when we're plowing. Tell me a little bit about what the city of Noblesville makeup looks like.
We have approximately 600 lane miles of street, which is quite a lot. And then another thing to keep in mind is when we get into cul-de-sacs, we have approximately 500 cul-de-sacs. So when we're trying to clear cul-de-sacs, those can take 20 to 25 minutes each. So it does take some time, and it will take us a little while to get there and get it all.
Speaking of cul-de-sacs, I grew up on a cul-de-sac. How do we prioritize our streets going forward?
We have primary streets, secondary streets, and alternates. Primaries are streets that are the main thoroughfares for the city. Secondary streets are usually the main drive through a subdivision, and then alternates are going to be your cul-de-sacs. So we do those in order because our goal is to get public safety to you
in a timely manner. Exactly right. So what can residents do right now to make your job easier?
The main thing that residents can do is stay home if at all possible and park off street if at all possible. I know in some places that's a little more difficult than others, but if you live in a subdivision and have a driveway, we would appreciate if you would keep your vehicles in the driveway.
Yes, please get your cars off the street so our plows can come through and get you plowed out. We'll be back through with you over the next 72 hours to relay some more important information with you guys. We are here to keep you, the city of Noblesville, safe moving forward. We have a great team in place. Folks, if you have concerns, feel free to call us at the street department, call us at the police and fire department, and quite frankly, if you have a real concern about your street or have a question, by all means, call my personal cell phone, because my staff is probably not going to enjoy the fact that I'm going to give it to you. But it's 317-509-3134. We are all in this together. Stay safe, Noblesville.